these are advanced therapies that need to be approved by FDA in the US or EMA in Europe. And so you can't really just go into a clinic and just get injected with this stuff. So it needs to be approved therapy. You can go to third countries where there are lax rules, and some people have been doing that, but you really have to do your homework relative to the safety and the product itself, right? So, and it really depends on what your problem is. Is it joint pain? Is it, cancer? Is it liver issues? Who knows, right? So there are many ways to kind of approach this. In the U.S. and in Europe, there are existing cell or cell and gene related therapies that can take care of leukemia, for example, right? And they're mainly called CAR T therapies, right? And what that is that they've taken your T cells, which is your own immune cells, and because they've lost the ability to recognize tumors in your body, right? They've literally engineered in a target in order to help the T cells recognize the targets. Then they grow all that out and inject it all into your body, and it has an incredible effects. I think really high percentage of remission rates, at least for 6 to 12 months. And the scientists are working on extending that to beyond 12 months. Yeah, but some people have actually had cures with these CAR T therapies. That's available now. Unfortunately, it's very, very expensive because they are autologous, which just means that you're taking your own cells, removing them, engineering them, and putting them back, right? Which is a one-on-one model, right? So this is very, very difficult to scale and very expensive. Right? So the first CAR T therapy in the U.S. that came out was in the range of $470,000. Okay. Yeah. So pretty expensive. Yeah. Not everybody can afford that, right? So, what I'm trying to do is to figure out how to create a platform that is scalable so that we can really drive that cost down. And the only way to do it is to use allogeneic strategies. Allogeneic, as opposed to autologous, means that you're taking a healthy cell from a healthy donor and then manufacturing it to scale so that everybody can use it. So you have to overcome the immune issues, which we naturally can because we're preplacental cells. And preplacental cells have this special ability to dampen down the immune system for a very specific reason. So think about this. An embryo, right, is a recombination of the father's gene and the mother's gene. So how come this alien thing is able to attach itself to the mother without her immune system going, whoa, what's going on here? Get this thing off of me, right? It turns out the placenta expresses a marker called HLA-G that dampens down the mother's immune system. It goes, whoa, calm down. Don't worry about this. Let this thing stay attached, right? And is able to then draw nutrients from the mother to have the baby grow, right? And this HLA-G is so powerful that you can actually have an embryo implanted into a surrogate mother, a woman that's completely biologically non-related to the baby, and have that woman carry the baby to term. Is that incredible? So it's an incredible feat of science that we figured that out, right? So our cells, our human trophoblast stem cells, actually have this HLA-G expression, and so in this way, we believe that we are able to scale out our cells so that everybody can use it. Right. And our scale is pretty incredible. So because they're such early cells, from the embryonic stage, we're able to grow them out to 85 population doublings. So that means that imagine one cell turning to 2, turning to 4, turning to 8, 16, et cetera, 85 times, right? And at 85 times, that's e to the 25 cells. that's literally enough cells to grow 2 trillion human beings. So with this human trophoblast stem cell platform that we have, we're able to grow enough cells with the immune privilege characteristic, so we can really scale everything that we do and make everybody, make it affordable for everybody to use.
So you don't need that much. You don't need that many examples, or as in how many human trophoblast, how many mothers do you need for this to work?
Actually, just one, and we already have that. In fact, we already have 17 different GMP compliant donor lines. Now, GMP just means good manufacturing practice, right? So both the EMA and the FDA uses these good manufacturing practice or GMP guidelines to make sure that the companies that are producing these therapies are manufacturing and documenting everything at the highest level so that the product can be super safe for human use, right? And so that's what you have to manufacture too. And so, you know, if you're Joe from San Diego and you're looking into a company that does not have an approved product, you know, no one can stop you from doing that, biohacking and whatnot, but you better look into how they're manufacturing it. If they're not manufactured to GMP, something can go wrong. Contamination, maybe some pathogens or some disease from the donor cells. So that could be a very big problem.
Thanks for watching this Beyond Tomorrow clip. If you haven't subscribed yet to our main channel, join us there for conversations that can help you thrive today and flourish tomorrow. We'll see you next time.